Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I have entered Fight Camp Day 1 and I'm looking now to improve my timing as quick as possible. I've had many requests on how to do this, what type of training you should be doing. So here are 4 drills today that we set up on the spot to utilize improving that timing fast. That's what we're looking to do. Like a week, I want to be back to feeling sharp. So what we're doing at the moment is my training buddy here, Suraj, he attacks me 5 times and then I attack him 5 times. He's starting right now. He comes with the jab, the cross. I am trying to utilize only legs to jam his attack or to utilize a little parry and follow up with a knee. And this is a great drill because number one, this is very important to be able to do. To stop your opponent with your legs is something which can neutralize strong boxing. But number 2, you're having to read that punch in the moment, decide, am I going to parry it? Am I going to catch it? Am I going to evade? It puts your brain in that little moment, that little panic moment where you have to react as quick as possible. And let's just watch some of this now. There I hooked the jab, followed with the knee. Okay, now I'm coming towards him. What I'm trying to do is keep my shots very crisp. Make everything super proper so he can read it. Then I also get to work on my own technique. The pace does not need to be very fast because it's the first day. As I get more comfortable, more confident, I will pick the pace up. Let's take the last 20 seconds and just watch. And now we will move into round number 2. This is a very Dutch style drill. This will help improve the timing in the sense you have to watch the shots come and you just have to be able in the moment to try and block the kick like that. I come right off the kick and just catching, blocking, whatever you can do when you're distracted by those punches is very difficult. This is a much faster pace than the last round. This was actually the drill that my training buddy here, Suraj, chose to do. Remember midway through this round going, oh my gosh, I'm tired. My cardio is mediocre. I haven't had a chance to pick it up yet. So we're just hiding behind that turtle shell, keeping the shots crisp, and trying to block whatever kick comes at the end of the punches. This is something you will see over and over in the Netherlands. Very tight guard. And just this type of drilling, as long as you have a good partner who's not going to try and rip your head off, make sure you don't leave with a headache. This is very great for kickboxing because this style is basically what you want to be able to have as a backup if you don't have this as your primary style. Again, let's just watch this for the remainder and then we'll move on to some more difficult drilling. And let's take a quick pause. I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this episode, X Marshall. I am decked out in X Marshall apparel. I got the shorts on. I got the tank top. These guys have some amazing gear, not only fight wear, not only gloves and training gear, but also streetwear, much of which I use now for my cross-training workouts. You can head over to xmarshall.com and use the promo code Gabriel Varga to save 10% on your purchase. Now we're moving into round number 3. For this one, what we're doing is we're throwing some punches first to distract, then the kick comes, and we're trying to take out the standing leg. The reason this one is so great for timing is you have to react as your opponent kicks. And because they get the head start on the kick, you have to be very fast to get under. Because we're going at a slow pace, or a relatively slow pace, we're usually going to land these. We're going to successfully execute. But if we picked it up another 20-30% this early in camp, I probably wouldn't be able to land them. So we start slow. Like I said, this is a challenging drill because you have to read in the moment, you have to step away from the kick and execute your own. Something that you see many of the Japanese fighters utilize very nicely. If I had to come up with a drill, sort of Japanese style kickboxing, this would be one of them. And being able to utilize this technique is a great way to offset your opponent's offense, especially if they're a big kicker. What I like to do is I like to take a step, as you can see there, away from the kick. Whereas Siraj looks like he likes to stand his ground more. Either one is fine. I prefer the little step just because I feel like I'm able to move away from the main impact of the kick. But to each their own, and as long as it works for you, that's fantastic. If you kick above the knee, you're going for damage. You're going to damage their leg. If you go below the knee, specifically down to the ankle, the lower calf, you will execute a beautiful sweep. And it's a good feeling when somebody goes on offense and they end up seated on the floor. They're going, what happened? And you get to rest as they pick themselves back up. Let's watch the remainder of the round, and then we'll move into our fourth and final. And there we go. The fourth and final round. On this one, this is again what Siraj picked. He wants light hand attacks with one person being evasive, head movement most likely, and throwing the counter shot. And you don't necessarily know when the person's going to end their combo because there is no set combo. And that makes it a little bit more difficult because you have to keep your defense on point as you throw the counter attack. You don't want to lean into a shot as you're trying to throw your own counter. So this one is just a little bit more versatile as opposed to set slipping back and forth, and this is something that'll help you execute that slipping much quicker. Head movement is not by any means my go-to form of defense, but with the smaller gloves that I'm going to be using in karate combat, it's very important to start trying to implement this into my fight game because small gloves just mean more of defense. More defense that you have to focus on because the gloves will not protect you in the same way that the 10-ounce do. You can tell on this, we're just exchanging back and forward, watching the shots, getting our counters off. Very clean, crisp way to increase your confidence on that rolling and slipping and getting a shot back. So you guys have now got to see how to improve your timing fast. You don't have to utilize these exact drills, but if you'd like to, you can just follow along with this video exactly as we did the drilling, the training, and you will get very, very good results. And remember, these are mostly just take your time. It's not a rush when you're trying to improve timing. That is why you see so many fighters like Canelo, Lomachenko, Ryan Garcia have slow periods of training where they really just work on perfecting the timing, executing perfect techniques. It's okay to slow down. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will have more training footage for you throughout the next couple weeks. See you back here soon.